Happy Friday, and I'm excited for this prenatal series. So welcome. And also just wanted to share that if you have anything you don't feel comfortable, any movement, just feel free to modify and do what feels good for you. So generally, when you are expecting, you give room for the belly and do anything that you have been doing before should be fine. Extreme twisting is a no. So like you just can't, just physically is not possible. And also be careful of overstretching because of the Pitocin in your body. You're going to be able to do things that you probably weren't able to do before, which also is a signal that maybe you shouldn't do it, just because that hormone is allowing for more room in your body. There's also a potential to overstretch, which just means you're going to be in pain later. So you just want to avoid that. But other than that, yoga is so good. It's good for calming yourself and stretching because you need to have that extra circulation in your body. So really good that you're doing this. So anyway, we'll get started with sunflower. So sun salutations, the typical ones where you go on your belly and you do upward dog, might not be so comfortable, any back bending. So sunflower is a great way to warm up the body. So we're gonna take a nice deep inhale, legs nice and wide, reach up, and you don't have to do a back bend if you don't feel like it. And as you exhale, we're gonna side bend to one side. You're gonna bow forward, knees are soft. And then as you come up to the other side, you're gonna do a gentle twist up, up, and over. So we're doing an exhale as you come down, inhale as you come up. And just breathe comfortably. If you can't do so clearly from your nose, that's totally okay. Feel free to use your mouth as well. We're just gonna do 3 in the same direction, and then we'll rotate the other side. So this is the third one. Inhale at the top. Feel free to do a gentle back bend. And then as you exhale, side bend and going in the opposite direction. Going down, inhaling, going up. Knees are soft. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. And feel free to go at your own pace. Slow it down, speed it up, whatever feels good for you. Inhale at the top. Take a moment to find your breath. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head, open up the chest, lift up your chest. So think about the chest is lifting up towards the ceiling, lower back stays in neutral, and open wide your elbows. Should feel really good to stretch out the chest and shoulders. And if you like, you can do a gentle side bend. You don't have to go too far. Go to where you feel a slight stretch through your side and a slight opening through your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Again, inhale, come to center. Exhale, side bend the other side. So you're looking up and back. So nice to stretch out the chest. Sometimes it feels a little bit heavier in the front body, so we're just going to open up the chest. Remember the posture, stretching up through the collarbones. One more time each side. Knees again are soft, planting firmly into the soles of your feet. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Awesome. And then behind, if you're able, you can interlace the fingers behind, and this might be enough. Just doing this, you should feel a nice stretch through the chest, through your shoulders. If you have to slightly bend the elbows, that's okay. Option, you can also just hold on to the forearms, and then we're just going to do a forward bend. So sometimes you can go all the way down. Sometimes halfway is enough. Go with what feels good for you. Just stretching out the shoulders and the lower back. So if you feel like you want to slightly bend the elbows, feel free. If you even want to rest your arms onto your lower back, that's also okay. You just want to feel the stretch in the shoulders, rotators, and also feel a nice stretch through the lower back. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, take a pause here halfway, hands onto your thighs. And then we're just going to do a gentle back bend, looking up, arching the back slightly. As you exhale, you're going to tilt the tailbone down, feel a nice stretch in the lower back, chin to your chest. Inhale to arch, gently pressing the tailbone upwards, looking up. As you exhale, rounding. Tailbone points down, and you're looking between the legs, and then let your head hang, let your arms hang, and then you can slowly roll yourself up, super slow, bone by bone. Legs are still nice and wide. Inhaling, reaching your arms again. Interlace your fingers, press the palms away this time. And then as you exhale, press your palms down in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Again, as you exhale, press your palms away, interlacing your fingers. So my fingers are interlaced if you don't see. And then gently press your palms down in front. Just opening up through the fingers and the wrists. Inhale, oops, press the palms away. So my hands are interlaced. Bring them down in front. And then we're gonna do roller coasters. Bringing your elbows and wrists up one at a time. And then switch. Awesome. You can press your elbows closer together and then rotate your hands. So do what's comfortable for you. I just like to do these palms stretches, finger stretches, wrist stretches, just because, I don't know about you, but when I had my first pregnancy, my Pitocin really caused me to have carpal tunnel. My wrists were really, really like super, super loose. So I think it's good to rotate and give some good blood circulation as much as you can, especially into your fingers. All right, so now we're gonna go into some lunges. So keeping your feet again wider than your hips, you're gonna step back, left foot, and just a nice easy lunge. As you inhale, you're gonna lift your arms up. As you exhale, you're gonna step forward. Again, inhale, step back. At the same time, lift your arms up. Again, exhale, come forward. Inhale, step back, lift your arms up, and I'm gonna stay here into a static lunge. So it's a high lunge, warrior one. Feel free to do a nice baby warrior, do what feels good for you. If you really wanna work a little bit more, just shimmy your heel back, slight bend in the back knee, front knee is above the ankle, holding here. So you wanna drop your shoulders away from the ears. Think about lengthening through the front body. So you should feel a nice stretch here in your hip flexor. You should feel some work in your quads, hamstrings. Again, nice deep inhale. As you exhale, think about lengthening through the front and strengthening through your quads. If you really want to add some work, you can also do a slight dip where your back knee hovers the floor. We're going to hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So as you exhale, bring your hands by your sides and drag your foot forward, hands to your heart. Switching sides. So step back, right foot this time. Inhale, raising your arms, feet are hip width apart, so feel free to adjust. Find your steady stance. And then exhale, step back to the front. Inhale, step back, reach your arms up. Exhale, step back. Again, inhale, reach up. Staying here, warrior one position. Shoulders are away from the ears. And then you want to think about, find your edge. Do you want to shimmy your foot back? Do you want to drop your back knee a little bit? Do what feels good for you, where you feel your glutes working. You still feel that hip flexor stretch. Core is engaged. And you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly step forward, hands to your heart. So continuing with that quad work, we're going to do some chair poses using the breath. So inhale, arms up, exhale, come into chair. So feel free to widen your knees where it feels comfortable for you. Mine are a little bit wider than hip width. Feel free to do as wide as your mat. Again, inhale and exhale, coming into your squat. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. You can hold here, chair pose, Utkatasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, hands to your heart. So that's a little bit of a warm up you can do. Now we're gonna work on some stretching, triangle pose. So aligning your right foot to the back of your mat, arms to parallel. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bring your arms to parallel. Again, inhale and exhale, arms to parallel. One more time, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to reach forward to the back of the mat. Hip is reaching to the back, lengthening. Feel that nice hamstring stretch. Feel free to have your hand onto your shin as you look up to your thumb. Now do what feels good for you. If you've been practicing with your hand to the floor or on a block as you did before, feel free to continue to do what you did prior to pregnancy. If you feel more comfortable with your arm a little bit higher up, feel free to do what feels good for you. A block is always good. If you want to feel more stable, there's different positioning with your hand on the top side, medium side, or lower side. And we're going to count for 5 deep breaths. So as you inhale, think about lengthening your spine. Head is parallel to your hips for 5, 4, soften your face, soften your jaw, 3, shoulders are relaxed, 2, and 1. So looking down, as you inhale, go ahead and reach yourself up and then pivot your feet to the other side. I'm going to move my block to the other way, positioning the feet. And again, focusing on deepening your breath. So inhale, arms up, exhale, arms to parallel. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, arms to parallel, and then you're going to reach the front side of your mat this time. Hip is going to reach to the back. You're lengthening the body, and then find where you feel that nice hamstring stretching here. Hand to your shin as you look up to your thumb, or feel free to use a block, whatever feels good for you today. So looking for that nice hamstring stretch. Head is really reaching away from your hip here. Pull in the lower belly, and then count your breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking down for balance, as you inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. And then we're just going to shift again our feet, pivot to the other side for warrior 2. So warrior 2, you might need to shimmy your feet wider apart. Do what feels good for you. Bending the knee 90 degrees is above the ankle. And then we're going to do that deep breathing again. So as you inhale, we're going to stretch the leg. As you exhale, bend your knee, warrior 2. Again, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale. As you exhale, pausing here. 5 deep breaths. So you should feel that external rotation through your thigh. We really want to work on flexibility with the hips here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So go ahead and unbend, switch your feet, getting ready for the other side, warrior 2. So bending the knee above the ankle, lengthening the spine. Again, breathing deep. Inhale, extend, reach up. Exhale, bend and extend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Third time. Inhale and exhale. Pausing here. Really feel the three corners of each foot pressing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Slowly unbend, and then we're going to bring our feet to parallel, facing the long side of your mat. So if you like, you can place the block in the middle this time. Again, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to parallel. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. This time we're gonna swan dive forward, reaching your hands to the sides of your feet. And if you feel like there's too much pressure putting your head all the way down, feel free to stay upright where your head is parallel to your heart. If it feels okay to fall forward, you can have your block in front of you for support, making sure the elbows and shoulders are relaxed, feeling for that nice hamstring stretch. So you want to feel like your tailbone's reaching up. You want to feel like you're leaning forward towards the toes. Feel free to do what feels good for you. You want to feel for that nice hamstring stretch and also lengthening in the back. So breathing deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to do a gentle twist here. So my left hand's going to be underneath my nose in the center of the floor. And I'm going to look up towards the side or to the ceiling. Opposite hand's going to reach up. And we're going to hold this twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching arms. So my right hand's going in the center, left arm is going to go up. Gentle twist, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly come up halfway. As you inhale, exhale, hands to your hips. And then reposition your feet so they're parallel to each other. And we're going to do a gentle side bend and side bend. Feeling for that nice inner thigh stretch. Side bend, side bend. One more time each side. Awesome. And then we're going to come down to the floor. So feel free to do what feels good for you. I'm just going to cross up my ankles and come down to seated position. And then from here, we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So my legs are nice and wide. I'm just going to shimmy over a little bit so you can see. My legs are about a V shape. Inhale, both arms up. And then as you exhale, you're going to walk your fingers over between your legs. And then you can keep your elbows nice and soft. Let your head hang. Let the shoulders soften. Breathing here. Try to keep your feet flexed. Flexing your feet. Feel a nice calf stretch, hamstring stretch, maybe in your lower back. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Push yourself up. And we're going to do one leg in. So a half butterfly. Other leg stays extended. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, side bending. So feel a nice stretch through your ribs. Just going to what's comfortable for you. Breathing, softening your face, softening your shoulders. and then release, switching sides. So extend one leg, other leg's butterfly position. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend. Breathing through your side ribs, really allowing the lungs to open up. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale to release. Bring the soles of your feet together, butterfly stretch. And you can give your feet a nice little massage, wiggle the toes, using your thumb pads and your fingers. And as you inhale, open up your chest. As you exhale, slowly bow forward. So do what feels good for you. You don't have to go too far down. Just feel for what feels good for you. You can use your arms for support. You can even stack some blocks in front to support your head if you like. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you can gently roll yourself out. We're going to come down to lying down. So feel free if you feel like lying completely flat doesn't feel good. Sometimes at some points you need to be lifted up a little bit. So a nice long pillow. You can fold up the top portion or add another pillow for your head so it feels good. Maybe even a block underneath the pillow to lift it up. So you're kind of on a cascading position. And then what you want to do, place your butt right at the edge. And I'm going to have my feet first nice and wide, and we're just going to windshield wash side to side. So dropping the knees to one side, dropping them to the other. So just focusing on hip stretches, hip openers. These are really great since there's lots of pressure on the hips. So you want to help relieve that pressure with some movement as much as you can. And then as you lie down, so again, I'm going to scooch myself back here, and I'm lying down so that my head hits the block, and I'm on a cascading position. And this is usually the best position if you want to do a meditative position while you're pregnant, so that you're still higher up than your heart, and you don't feel like there's a lot of pressure onto your chest. And feel free to have your arms at your sides, palms facing open. You can even use blocks underneath your knees to support your legs so they don't feel like they're not supported here. And just close your eyes and now focus on no longer controlling your breath. Let's just clear your mind of all thoughts and let your body completely rest. Just enjoying the moment of doing absolutely nothing. Relax the areas between your eyes, relax your jaw, relax the back of your throat. If you have a hair tie or eyeglasses, remove them from your head so that your scalp can be completely relaxed. Let your arms and legs get heavy. And then as you enjoy this few moments of stillness, I'll play my singing bowl for you. So feel free to stay where you are. I'm just gonna get up for a second. From the lying position, try to roll slightly to one side as you allow yourself to come up. Take your time. When you're ready, hands at your heart. Take a moment to thank yourselves for honoring your body, honoring your mind. I thank you for joining me today. May you have strength in your bodies, peace in your minds, joy in your hearts. Namaste.